Hiya, and welcome back to Roads Yet Traveled. The game that teaches us that, shit, I can't think of anything. And I already broke the rule. The game that teaches us that Rhoun does not have spatial awareness. Like, he got himself locked in a hatch, and he got himself locked into a little... Yamete Kudasai is a thing used in not safe for work anime stuff. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then that's probably a good thing. It's probably a good thing. Anyways, let's just hop right in. It just means please stop an anime, yeah. Hey, Mai? Yeah? What are you doing later? You want to try and do something? I think I have to get some lights changed before the day's out. Something about being essential or whatever. I was going to do it before, well, it started following us. But maybe after that? I'm going to call it for the day after I get back and fix that flow issue. I was just curious. No, we should. It's been a while. Nice. Just gotta make sure the alien doesn't eat us now. And it should be a good day. Why would you say that? I had almost forgotten about it. These two seem nice, all things considered. They're helping me out here and only pointed and screamed a bit when finding me, which is better than most so far. I would like to be able to talk to them though, even if to just tell Milo I'm not going to eat him yet. Hey, Kess? Are we close to the breach welds? Yeah, I think. Why? I want to check them. Why? Why? Because it's important by the heart. And I barely come down here as is. Alright, alright. It's a bit of a detour, though. I know. I don't think it'll know. Cassius, is that Cassius? That is not Cassius. That is Kess. Also, Hiya. Rolling my eyes, I just follow as they take a turn from where we were headed. Now moving down another equally grim corridor. How anyone can find their way around down here is amazing to me. I haven't even seen a sign for a few minutes now. Kess has to swipe their ID on a few airlocks to get them to open as we continue forwards through the halls. It's colder here, even more so than before. Not only is the cold clinging to me through the jacket, I can even see my breath. I don't think we'll be here long, though. After one corner, Milo has already noticed something. Ah, thanks, Kess. Okay, this shouldn't take long. He walks up to one of the walls and moves some cords out of the way, revealing a massive weld running up and down the wall. I can see it runs all along the floor and wall and floor as well. It seems to even go below the floor panels and down the hall. Still looks good, but you can never be too sure. I still think we should just cut off this whole wing. You know we can't do that. I know. But it was just so... Pretending to not pay attention, I take a seat on some machinery and feign looking away. I still can't believe we lost so many systems and stayed floating. I don't even think we're done repairing everything. Huh? Did something happen? Did they ever figure out what caused it either? It was just one error after another. I remember when the lights went out and I thought that was all I was going to have to fix. I wasn't worried until the emergency lights went on and I had to rush down here, not that I could do much. Most of the spacewalk-ready crew was already outside trying to fix the damage. I remember all those security guards there too, just trying to see if it was an attack or something. Then, was it the second or third pulse that was bad? I still remember how weird it felt, like all the gravity went out for just a second, and then, everything fell. I wonder how many of them left to check other places after that. I think most of them ran in, though. The deeper we got, the more of those cracks there were. I'm still sure we've missed some. I need to make sure we didn't... He runs a paw up and down the weld, checking it for anything out of the ordinary. I think it was about here when the 5th pulse happened. It really was all hands on deck then, huh? I don't even remember what happened after that. Not clearly, at least. Milo. We got so close, but then, I think it was just a few floors down that explosion happened, right? I was too slow to get caught, but I think that's what caused the airlock to break, or was it something else? It all happened so fast. I think that's when we lost communication with the rest of the ship, and the spacewalk team. Milo. How close were we to the red line? I think we were closer than they told us. Thank the heart the backup engines finally kicked in, for however long they lasted. We were so close to stabilizing before those last pulses just finished us. That last one, the one where everything started falling towards the ceiling. I still remember how far they fell. It took out, what, all of the security team? That was awful. But not as bad as it was for Milo. He snaps out of a stupor and faces his friend. What? Milo. Shut up. The alien is watching you. Ooh, I'm an alien. Damn it. I hadn't noticed it, but I had fully turned to stare at Milo while he was talking. What do you think it was for me? I don't know. Are we done here? I don't know how you stand this place. I hate it too. I just want to make sure it doesn't happen again. I don't think that's up to us. I think that whatever the hell happened that day was between the engines and the void. Let's go. Right. I'm escorted out of the hallway as we head back into the slightly nicer, dark, and decrepit part of the ship. It seems as though we just keep going down and down forever. But since I still can't recognize any of the signs, it seems as though we might just be going laterally more than anything. Kess and Milo seem pretty quiet after that little stop, though. I can only imagine what they were talking about. But I have a good idea. It's not reassuring to hear that this place already has an Icoriod 1-level disaster take place before I got here. And it sounds like it might not have even been that long ago at that. I could ask Rhoun about it. But from that conversation, I'm starting to feel like that might not be the best idea. I could ask Doc? Who am I kidding? There's no way Doc would give me the most sanitized version of events ever. He'd probably tell me it was just a gas leak or there was a minor hull breach or something. Tucker probably doing the light skin stare. Oh no. But from how these two talked about it, it sounded worse. Way worse. Oh, I forgot to turn down the desktop audio. I forgot to do that. I guess that leaves Maruk. I don't know if that would be a great idea. I feel like he might just not tell me either. But I really don't see another option. I guess I can ask... I guess I'll just add it to my list of ominous things that I would like to know more about. I think my list is at 3. Maybe 4 now? Ugh. One day at a time. One day at a time. Alright, I think it was around here. They really made a maze out of it. Why it needs to go down so many floors and cover so much space, I will never understand. I'm just glad Cap fixes all of it. I'd hate to have to do those repairs. I don't think I'd fit. It's not that bad. I did the training once. Just like, you have to crawl through parts of it. And that's the worst. Wait, are we on the 15th or 16th floor? 16th? Is that a question or a statement? Yes? Okay, well, let's just look around here. The vent access should be close by. Oh, you can, sit somewhere, I guess. Thanks. It seems as though they still don't even like acknowledging that I can understand them, as they seem to be trying to forget I'm even here. We check a few hallways, each lacking any sort of identification or signage, until we come to a particularly core-dense hallway. Right, this was it. I think it completely forgot about him. Okay, it should be back here. Mai, help me with this, would ya? Oh yeah, sure. What do you need? Should just be a driver and a spanner. Okay. I don't have either of those. Is this going to turn into a situation where, like, you... When does a joke become a dad joke? I don't know. Is it going to turn into one of those situations where, like, you're, like, somewhere and you're, like on, off the side of the road, like, the hood of your parents' car is popped open, and you're like holding the flashlight for your dad, and he keeps telling you to stabilize it, but you're so shaky because it's cold out, and he keeps yelling at you, and that just makes you even more shaky. I feel like that might be the situation here right now, except Milo is a lot braver. He's a lot more courageous than most. I don't have either of those. What? I don't have a spanner or a driver on me. Why not? I think I left my bag at the hatch. I was fixing lights today. Why would I need a spanner? I don't know. Don't you always carry something on you? Don't you? Well, yeah. Well, where is it? I must have misplaced it. They look at each other dejectedly for a bit before I roll my eyes. Oh boy, yeah, this is Rhoun's crew, alright. What did the coffee report to the police? I don't know, what did the coffee report to the police? Like director, like underlings, or something. I shake Rhoun's tool bag to catch their attention. I don't think they even want to acknowledge the possibility that approaching me and asking for anything is a good idea. A mugging. Coffee report to the police. A mugging. But throws copium. But they clearly don't have a better option. Right. Well, can you go ask them for what we need? Me? Why can't you do it? I'm already under all these cables trying to find the hatch. Send it to me, please. Actually, let me do like a little signature on here. Do you want me to also put your credit on there? Actually, I'll let you do your credit. Black going, is it already on a new layer? I'm going to create a new layer. Tool do I use?
Inking, and it'll automatically put you to studio pen.
Okay, it is very soft. That is a very soft pen.
Here, let me do it. Alright, first things first. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna...
Oh, okay. Woo, thank you. And then send it to me afterwards, because that is the art we are using tonight. Woohoo! I'm already under all these cables. You do it. Milo looks timidly between us before slowly approaching me with a worried expression on his face. He can barely stand still as he tries to formulate the question. Despite his misplaced fear, it's nice to finally see him up close. He's only a head taller than me, but his carrying nature still makes him far more intimidating. Not only do the ears add another few inches, but his fur definitely adds a lot of bulk to his form. And not to mention his glasses. I wonder how bad his prescription is. Would it be easier to get eye prosthetics? I still don't really understand how common prosthetics and neurals are around here. I guess getting new eyes when glasses work just fine seems like a bit much. Hi there! Alien thing? Can I have that bag? I try to put on a smile. That, I do not know what is going on here. But I think it only makes things worse as I hold out Rhoun's bag for him. Thanks. He quickly snatches it up and shuffles a safe distance away. Yeah, hiya. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I downloaded this, like, on Monday. I downloaded this on Monday, like, an hour after you posted it. So I guess this is an outdated version. Send to my messenger if you're able to. Okay. Oh, okay. He digs through the bag, but his expression tells me that Rhoun might not have packed correctly for this. Well? You find it yet? Kess? How bad would it be if we only had a driver? I mean, it's not bad, we just have to go get a spanner. You'd have to go get one. Ugh. Why isn't that door just always open? What's the point of even locking an alternate exit? I don't know. Ask Cap. They continue to bicker in the same manner for a bit as I roll my shoulders. I hadn't realized how much of a pain it was carrying all those tools. I know Rhoun is bigger than me, but it's still impressive that he can carry so much around all day. Why would you put that in chat if you're literally sitting right beside me?
Because I want to be quiet.
Okay. Okay. All he gave me was this little bag. Oh! Opening up my bag, I find only a few tools inside, but I quickly pull them out and head over to my worried friend. Hey, are any of these right? By the heart, it's behind me! Please don't... Oh, hey! Where'd you find that? I can't.
What? Here. I got it.
No, I got
this.
it.
I know how to do this.
No, I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is some comedy level. That is some Peter Griffin level bullshit. Like he's just like, please don't. Oh, hey. Where'd you find that? What's going on? What'd you find? The alien found a spanner? Oh. Well, that's good. Yeah? Yeah, here. He walks over to the half-buried Kess and hands them the tools. I can barely see what they are doing under all the cords, but a white paw comes out from the tangle and quickly shoots away with the spanner. Motherfucker rotated 180 degrees and ran the other direction.
Give my iPad back. Your mom. You son of a bitch! Your favorite character, I don't know.
Fuck you, leave June out of this.
Fuck you. Leave my dad out of this. No! Wait, what, Grandpa? He's dead.
Using the reverse Uno card. I don't know. Okay, just give me a minute. Seeing nothing better to do, I take a seat on a pipe. Woohoo, thank you. They're a bit scuffed and... Looking at my hands, they're a bit scuffed and worn. Nothing to leave any permanent marks, just beat up and tired. I'm surprised, however, when a boot walks into my view and looking up, I see Milo. He's walked over to me with Rhoun's bag. You should carry this. I mean, you should give this to him. He gave it to you to watch, right? Looking up at him, I see that he still seems nervous, but not so much that he can't approach me anymore. He's still standing pretty defensively. Oh, thanks, Milo. I take the bag from him, and he continues to stand there a bit dejectedly, not really sure what to do. Not sure what to do myself, I do the only thing that comes to mind, and pat the seat next to me. Why Minecraft Steve? Why?
Just play the game! I'm trying to stay quiet so I don't ruin your chat.
Okay then.
I'm behave. You asked me to behave. I'm behave.
Okay then. He looks a bit unsure, but to my surprise, he takes it. So, you're an alien, huh? What's that like? Ha! I think I scared him with my sudden outburst. But that had to be a joke, right? Seems like it wasn't. I know he can't understand me, but I really don't feel like devolving back to charades today. Oh, it's fine. The food sucks and the housing is maybe only 3 stars, but the views are great. Otherwise, I would say it's probably better back on Earth. He just looks at me and blinks a few times. I'm not sure what he expected, but I'm still actually glad he would even sit next to me. I think Rhoun was right. Spending time with others is the only way to become normal. How about you? How's being a mechanic? He tilts his head at me. How can I explain this? I point to Rhoun's bag with an inquisitive look on my face. Cap? You know him. I think. I didn't know he was working so closely with aliens, though. I kind of figured it would be more of like behind glass kind of a thing. I definitely put a frown on after hearing that, but he isn't wrong. He should be out soon, so don't worry. We work together, so I'd know. Oh, I don't know if you know us, though. I'm Milo? Is he? Introducing himself? Oh, I guess they never really did introduce themselves, did they? That's kind of him. I'm Tucker. I instinctively hold out a hand for him, which causes him to jump back just a bit. I'm worried I've scared him off. But as he leans back, he looks over my hand before slowly reaching out his paw to meet mine. He chose the wrong arm, though, so I have to gesture for him to raise the correct paw for a handshake. I can see the fear behind his glasses as he very slowly comes to terms with what he is about to do. I simply try my best to not move at all. I can feel his claws just barely reach my hand, but I stay strong. He seems unsure of what to do now as his hand just hovers next to mine. Gently taking his hand in mine, I give it one strong shake before letting him go. He looks at his paw with awe before turning to his buried friend. Kess, are you almost done down there? Yeah. Just let me... There! A large panel slides out from behind the cables as Kess stands up and dusts off. What in the void is going on out here? Milo, why are you so close to that thing? Are you in danger? No. Well, I don't know. Alright. Well, the vent is open. Now all we have to do is wait for Cap. Wait for him? You seem to understand us pretty well. I'll guess you're asking why? And the answer is, I don't feel like crawling through any vents today. Isn't that your job? This time they don't afford me an answer. Well, it shouldn't be too long. There's no way the repairs were that bad. Hiya, welcome back. He's probably logging every gauge again and writing up a new schedule. And figuring out when all the fuses need to be replaced. It's pretty easy when you've always got a monitor handy. Was that a pun? Surely not, but I wonder if they have puns in Corain. But what about Rhoun? I don't really want to wait any longer. I'm starting to get a bit worried. After standing up, I walk past Kess. They give me a pretty judgmental look while I push the cords aside to see the entrance to this vent system. Ugh, that is still a squeeze. But now that I'm actually looking at it, I realize all of these vents were made with carrying physiology in mind. Am I really going to talk myself into this? Yeah, whatever. I'm sick of all these boring, dark and narrow corridors. I think I need something darker and narrower. As I start to take my jacket off, I think my guides might have noticed as Kess speaks up. Listen. If you're going to do what I think you are trying to do, maybe reconsider. Yeah, I'm sure Rhoun will be out soon. He's probably just, well, I'll be honest, he's probably just asleep. He kind of does this. A lot. If you didn't know. Yeah, so maybe just wait for him. If you see a crime at an Apple store, what does that make you?
I don't know.
But seriously, what's with all the eggs?
I don't know. I just want eggs, dude. I'm hungry for eggs.
Well then, maybe show up for breakfast tomorrow.
Maybe.
An Apple Watch? An eyewitness. Yeah, so maybe just wait for him. Look, we can all sit out here, respectfully and safely apart from each other. And I don't know, you can do whatever aliens do. Besides eat us. Rolling my eyes, I walk over to Kess and hold my hand out, eyeing up their flashlight. I don't bother asking nicely. They wouldn't understand nor capitulate. Rhoun was definitely right. But, if I need to be the alien, I'll be the alien. Flashlights! Gets the point across. Heading back to the vent, I move the cords out of the way before hearing some timid footsteps behind me. While I don't think you should do this, if you are going to do it, then listen. I get you, like, understand this pretty well, so head down the shaft for a while, then there will be an opening with a ladder. Go up, and you should be in the breaker room. If he's not in there, just come back. We'll find him elsewhere. And be careful! Don't get your clothes snagged on anything. Yeah, don't break anything. That's just more work for us. I think I'm starting to like these two. You can't buy anything that's Velcro. It's a ripoff.
So is your mom.
So is your dad.
So is your favorite character, buddy.
Fuck you, leave June out of this.
I don't know, fuck you. I will bring June into this if you bring my dad into this. Don't test me today.
Okay, how about this? So is your rotor.
How dare you? You take it back. You take it back now.
Leave June out of this.
I'll leave June out of this.
Then I'll leave rotor out of this.
Okay, then we have an agreement. Now, I'm going back to drawing.
Okay. Crouching down, I begin wading through the wires until I get to the mouth of the vent and head inside. It's certainly roomier than I was expecting, and I don't even need to crawl. It's nowhere near as bad as those videos I've seen of people spelunking. Although, knowing this place, I can imagine there's another part of this ship where you would have to do that. I see the ladder ahead of me, and there's a bit of headroom for me to stand up and start climbing. Looking up, I can't see a ceiling. So it must be a straight shot into whatever weird back room this place is. I'm going to have a talk with Rhoun about leaving my ass back there. Even if he did get locked out. How does a taco say grace? Let us pray. I hope he's not just wandering around searching for me. That'd be embarrassing, and I'd only have myself to blame for not waiting longer.
You know what? Maybe.
Coming to the top of the ladder, I quickly flash my light around. Fortunately, the ceiling's just high enough for me to stand. Ugh, this place is creepy. I really didn't think this through. Rhoun? No response. Okay, just a bit further, and then I'll head back. A thin layer of dust covers most of the flat surfaces around here. Also, who's left their dad in chat? Thankfully, I don't see any cobwebs. Alien spiders. There's a new fear. Rhoun! Still nothing. Damn it! Coming to a fork in the road, I almost turned back. But something drives me to turn the corner. Hiya! It seems as though we're in vain, as there is nothing here. Wait. A faint blue light. It's either a really annoying coincidence, or I've just found my carrain. Rhoun! Heading down the last hallway leads me into an open room with, lo and behold, a sleeping carrain. I'm upset. But it's tempered. I feel more tired than anything. He's been working hard and he hasn't even seen his friends in days. And now he has to pick me up out of the blue and take care of me all day. He's so cute like that. Look at him go. I'd be tired too. He's had his rest though. And there's just a bit more day to get through. Hey, bud. Come on. Get up. Gently nudging his arm, I try to wake him up as calmly as possible. That is very unfortunate placement of his hand. Why is he so damn adorable? I've seen how he snaps out of his concentration. I only hope he doesn't freak out when he's woken up. Rhoun, please wake up. It's me, bud. Slowly and gently his body moves. His arms tense up as he stretches, his legs kick out, and his head turns to me. His eyes open and gently focus on me, illuminated by soft blue light. What does a fish say when he hits the wall? I don't know. Hey there, bud. The drowsiness in his system shows his reaction. He just stares at me as I just stare at him. And then it comes. His eyes go wide with fear and he tries to shoot up from his rest. He stops after I manage to hold him with my free hand. It's okay, bud. It's okay. How did you get in here? What happened? Rhoun, just calm down for a bit, okay? His eyes widen and narrow as he tries to figure out if this is all real or not. He quickly pulls up his monitor before bringing his free hand to his forehead and slouching down. By the filament, I'm the worst. How long was I out? Probably a mark or two. I had to get some help to find you, you know. He looks curious, but I just wave it away for now. He'll see soon enough. So, find what you were looking for down here? Yeah, I think I got it. A mark ago. Well, that's good. Do you, want to get out of here, or... I'm sorry, Tucker. Sorry? Yes? I left you all alone, and... It's hard to see, but it looks like he's looking for something. Trying to find some reason for me to be upset. Look, Rhoun, I am a bit upset, sure, but you won't do it again, right? What? It's more upsetting that he seems surprised by my willingness to look past this more than anything. I think it's best just to drop it right now and get out of this damn vent. His stuttering finds purchase, though, as he gathers his thoughts. It won't. I'm sorry. And now that I know you don't mind the dark, you can just come help me next time. If you want to. Sure thing, bud. Turning to leave, a paw lands on my shoulder, and I look back at him, curious. Wait. I just thought maybe you'd like to see what I was doing down here? Huh? I guess, sure. Oh, it was damn. Dad told you a joke about punching. You guess you missed the punchline. I'd kind of like to get out of these vents, though. It won't take long. Here, let me... He reaches behind some of the machinery, and I can hear a clear metallic sound as the walls start to whir. Slowly, small lights start to illuminate the wall until... By the fucking eye! It's like a light show down here! Rhoun, this is so pretty! You're fixing this? It's a major power hub, and, well, some of the system is exposed. So when you turn everything back on, it kind of... Well, it's beautiful. No more words are exchanged as I just gawk at how lights dance off every little surface. I'm sure if this place were dusted and cleaned, it'd be even more impressive. As the machinery continues to rev up, however, the glow from the lights dim and eventually fade, leaving only one familiar blue light between us. All these jokes are amazing.
Not me over here half asleep.
Alright, let's get out of here. So these CGs. He nods and we slowly head back towards the hallway with a ladder. Climbing down first, I reposition myself so he can get down as well. Here, let me go first. Bending over in this tight corridor, he just manages to slip into the vent, and after a few seconds, I deem it okay to follow. Rhoun certainly takes a bit longer to get through the vents, but I guess he is a bit bulkier than me. Although, I can't say I mind the view. Eventually, we get back to the entrance, and he holds the cords out of the way for me to get out. Being able to see him in the light, no matter how dim it is down here, he looks exhausted. Not to mention all the dust on his clothes and in his fur. You really need to be more careful with... Cap! I'm cut off as Kess and Milo come running over to us. Only stopping when they realize I'm still here. Kess? Milo? What are you doing here? We were going to surprise you on your shift, and then we found you were missing, and then we found this alien, and we also... I could ask you the same thing, Cap. And, speaking of, what in the void is that thing? What are you... Oh, Tucker. He's my assistant? Cap. I'm your assistant. Why didn't you tell us about this? I knew you were working on something, but I didn't expect this. I guess Rhoun really was too busy to inform them about me. Or they just didn't bother paying attention to the captain's report. Well, this is Tucker. I have to help look after him for a while. But he's super nice. Have you met? In a way. Well... Tucker, these are my coworkers. And friends. Kess and Milo. Thanks, Rhoun. But they already introduced themselves. Kinda. Oh. That's good. What the... Can you actually understand that thing, Cap? Yeah. The AI that Professor Seno made works really well. I can understand most of what they say. I don't remember if you're supposed to know that, though. So maybe, please don't tell anyone? What kind of car does an egg drive? A Yolkswagen. Not a soul. Yeah. Don't worry, Cap. Besides, they seem nice enough. Milo! We talked about this. I raise an eyebrow, but they fail to elaborate. Well, we should head back up. I left everything by the hatch. Oh, no worries. Here, I brought it for you. You did? Yeah. Walking over to the bench, I grab his stuff for him. Oh, thanks, bud. Well, it was nice seeing you two, but Tucker and I should get back to it. We only have a few things left today. I'm surprised he's still motivated to work after all that. But I guess he was mostly napping while I was the one doing all the work. It's okay. Now that he's back at least, I feel things will go pretty quickly. Bye, Cap. Make sure to actually message us next time you decide to lock yourself in an event system. And maybe schedule some time off. What's my favorite month? June. For all of us? I will. Rhoun starts heading down the hallway, and I deem it wise to follow. I offer a wave to the other two, and I'm surprised to see them wave back. Waiting for us to turn a corner, I speak up. They seem nice. They are. I hope they didn't cause you too much trouble. Ha, only a little. You should do what they suggested, though. Take some time off. Were you really that busy that you didn't tell them about me? I know. I feel bad for not telling them. I just didn't know how to do it. I still don't really know. Well, they know about me now. Yup. They won't tell anyone. About you, that is, if you were worried. They wouldn't do that. No, I'm not worried. But thanks. So, do we really have more work to do today, or... Yeah, just a bit. Is that okay? Yeah. But you owe me. That's fair. Come on, it's this way. Heading up a different set of stairs, we return to the slightly nicer, dingy back hallways, and Rhoun starts leading me to various things he has to inspect or fix. There's a broken pipe he has to mark to replace later, a cable that had become unplugged, and far too many pressure and voltage gauges that needed to be recorded. I've lost track of what mark it is. I can only assume it's getting late. I'm really starting to feel all the walking getting to me. I've just realized this is the most active I've been in a week. Maybe more, actually, considering my schedule back home. Hey, Rhoun, are we almost done? I'm really getting worn out here. What? Oh, let me see. Pulling up his monitor, he looks over a little list before turning back to me. Yeah, just a few more things. Sorry, Tucker, shouldn't be too long now. I just give him a thumbs up and we keep walking. Coming up to another box jutting out of the wall, Rhoun stops me and I take a seat behind him. Opening the box, he meticulously inspects every aspect of it before flipping some switches and sighing. You good over there, bud? Yeah. I just need to check if this is running correctly. Do you want to watch? Huh? Sure. Heading over to him, I can see that he is holding down a switch with one paw while his prosthetic hand is holding down a bunch of some kind. So, what am I looking for here? Well, I thought you might want to see this. See what? I'm going to check the voltage on this conduit. With my arm. You're going to... Oh! Oh yeah, do it! More awake now, I stare intently at his arm, ready for sparks to fly. He releases the other switch and there's a shrill electric sound for a split second. And that's it. Is it, happening? Yup. Looks good. Oh. I guess I probably should have expected something like that. But for some reason I expected him to be shooting lightning from his paws or something. Hiya. I wonder if... What was that? I swear I heard a noise coming from down the hall. Not this again. Rhoun seems to have picked up on my confusion. Are you okay, bud? I just thought I heard something is all. Guess not. Well, we're done here. Only a few more stops for the day. Come on. Collecting our things, I stop to look down the hall behind us, but nothing reveals itself. So, is this how it normally is for you? You just go around and check if things work? Sometimes. It depends on the work orders we get. Sometimes I'm just replacing lights or fixing someone's door. It changes daily. That makes sense. I guess that... There it is again. Okay, this place sucks. Looking back, I see nothing still. Well, what are you looking at, bud? I thought I heard something again. From down there? Yeah, I think so. Nothing. It's dead silent. The silence pervades until I hear Rhoun digging around in his bag. Hey, bud, can you give me something from your bag? Huh? Do I have a tool you need? Anything will do. I give him a confused expression as I reach for my bag, but he does not elaborate. Picking out a wrench-like tool, I hand it to Rhoun, who takes it in his prosthetic paw. Thanks, bud. In a swift motion, he weighs up the tool before winding back and throwing the tool down the hallway where it heavily clings off of the far wall. Ah! Was that a spanner? Yipe! Stop following us. Yes, Cap! What? What just happened? Was that Cass and Milo? What was that? Sorry, Tucker. They can be a bit defensive, I think. I think they were following us. They might not trust you yet. Or at least Kess doesn't. They should be off working, though. I guess I have another thing to talk to them about. I don't know how to respond to any of this. Is this normal? He turns to walk away and I can barely mutter. But, what? He turns to me, curious, but then keeps on walking. I take a moment to look down the hallway one last time before catching up with him. Rhoun continues his crusade to check every little thing as we resume our day, now uninterrupted. He explains to me what each little thing is for and where each hallway leads. I'm still not sure if he has all this memorized or if I just can't read the signs, but I'm impressed either way. After one particularly quick fix, we find ourselves taking a short rest. Rhoun checks what he has left today, and while I just catch my breath. He says it's a few things, but he only really has to do one of them. And then he'll call it early for me. I thank him, and he continues playing with his monitor for a bit before taking a rest as well. I think we've gone up at least 10 floors by now. It's already warmer and louder up here. I think I even heard some voices at one point. We must be behind some of the wall panels now. I knock on one of the walls to check, but it's not as hollow sounding as I'd expect. It's nice, though. This part of the ship. Now that I'm used to it, at least, it really explains how Rhoun can stay busy for so long, and how he can hide from Tyr. I bet you could spend days walking these halls if you wanted to. It makes me wonder about all the other places I haven't seen yet. Merwin said I had only been on 1 or 2 floors before now, but I guess I have a lot left to see. It's just so weird. It's still hard to tell myself we're in space, and I've been inches from a cold vacuum death. It doesn't feel like space. It just feels like the air conditioner's on too high. Maybe I should ask Rhoun about that zero-gravity training he has. See if he's taking any new recruits. Heh, I doubt Merwin would like that. Or Maruk. Or even Rhoun. It's fine, I've only been here for 9 days, I think. I need to check my notes. That's like, what, at least 11 Earth days? Shit. I should not remind myself about that. Noticing Rhoun staring at me, I offer a smile and a little wave. Sup? You good, bud? Yeah. Sorry, I was just zoning out. I still have no idea what time it is. But I can't imagine there's too much time left in the day. Maybe just a couple of marks? I wonder how Doc is doing, and if he's finished up with Tyr. Surely by now. But if he had, wouldn't he have called for me? Hey, Rhoun? Have you heard from Merwin? Let me check. No, sorry. He must still be busy. Did he tell you what he was going to do today? No, I don't think so. I think he just said he wasn't going to Tyr's office and that I couldn't come. Oh. Well, I'm sure he's busy working then. Yeah, I bet. With the conversation thrown out the airlock, we both resume our short break in silence. Laying my head back and closing my eyes, I dream of a day when the red tape is gone. Dream. Did I dream earlier when I took that nap? Shit, I think I did. Ugh. I really need my notebook with me. Was it something about the sun? Adios? Ariana? Arius. That's the one! Yeah, it's not coming to me. Hey, Rhoun, one more question. Your star, Arius, can you think of anything special about it? Special? Like what? I don't know, honestly. Doc told me a bit about it earlier, but, I mean, I've never seen it. I've never even seen the light from your star. Isn't that weird? What color is it? Can you see it from here? What color is it? It's bright. That's the color. Ha. But you can see it from here. If we're on the right side of the planet at the time. It's a bit sad from out here. I've seen it from home, obviously, so seeing it so small feels wrong. I can't imagine what that's like. Although, now if I were to look at a patch of stars in the sky, I could only guess that they are my own. Right. We only stay seated for a few moments longer as Rhoun helps himself up and turns to me, giving me a short nod. Okay, one last fix, then we're out of here. Actually, pretty soon I should probably leave off here and we get started on chord progressions.
You've still got 15 minutes. I say finish up in 15 minutes.
Okay. Heading to the last repair isn't so much of a hassle either, as it's just up a ladder and around a corner. He doesn't even bother explaining this one. He gets right to work checking it for any breaks and testing all of the parts. So, what are we doing after this? We could get dinner? Oh, well, I could get you some dinner. Us dinner. Right. Cryptodog, if you're still there, how close are we to the end? If you're still there. Longer.
I'm gonna lay back down.
Nah, because I'm actually probably going to leave off.
And we're gonna get started.
And we're going to get started.
Y'all
Sure,
want to
that
deal
sounds
with
okay.
my shit talking about eggs? Well, we're about to get started on some crazy shit.
I was kind of hoping we could maybe go somewhere. You did say that you wanted to show me something cool, right? I think you might owe me after today. Well, I won't argue that I owe you.
Get up!
But on such short notice, I'm not really sure where we could go. Oh. We could always... Anywhere that isn't the old thrusters, I should add. He looks away just a bit hurt and continues thinking of something we could do as he works. A few seconds later, he pipes up. Well, I might have an idea, but I need to check something first. Yeah, alright. We have some time, I think. He laughs and finishes up with his work. After double-checking everything, he puts his tools away and stretches out his back. We're going to leave off here tonight. I love how long this update is. I'm with you there. Anyways, if you want to stick around for chord progressions, then do that.
Until then, I'm gonna continue putting eggs. Not
Yeah.
eggs, shoes on Sam. If I can find any more shoes.
Anyways,
Data, give me your shoes.
I'm not taking my shoes off. Here. Put this on him. Anyways, if you're going to stick around for chord progressions, then stick around. If not, then stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.